Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. In case you can't tell, I am under the weather this week, and with cold and flu season fast approaching, I am looking for a cookbook that not only cures what ails me with its soul-warming recipes, but also feeds and nourishes my soul too. Flu shots alone just won't do it for me. This cookbook may not be it. It's all easy. Delicious weekday recipes for the super busy home cook, co-authored by Gwyneth Paltrow and Thea Barman. As you know, Gwyneth Paltrow is one of Hollywood's premier veteran actresses. She is also the founder and CEO of Goop, a lifestyle brand for women touting $85 hair solutions and $900 skin creams. So she and the brand are subjected to criticism on a consistent basis, and who can blame them? Thea Bauman, the co-author of this book, is Goop's food editor. This is from their publishing arm, Goop Press, published by Grand Central Life and Style Publishing. I got this for $9.99 and for 50% off. I was hesitant in purchasing one of Gwyneth Paltrow's cookbooks because it, also my father's daughter, and It's All Good, her two other previous cookbooks, was subjected to criticism. Gargantuan gap of the worst kind. But, hey, it was half off at Unique, so how could I resist? I gave in. $35 US retail price, $42 Canadian retail price. This book is meant to be a roadmap, a self-help book for the chronically busy cook. Since I am feeling sick this week, my focus is on soups and teas, and there'll be plenty of tea to spill about this book and why it drew such initial bad reception by food bloggers and reviewers, from Epicurious.com to an Arizona newspaper, in just a moment. Let's focus on these noodle pots first. We did a Goop story with Jasmine and Melissa Hemsley and fell in love with their ingenious noodle pot idea. Put a bunch of fresh ingredients and seasonings in a mason jar, and when you get to work or wherever, simply top off with boiling water for an instant healthy soup on the go. We love the flavors of tortilla soup and Thai curry, which inspired these two versions. A tortilla soup noodle pot, gluten-free, under 30 minutes, serves one. Okay, that's not bad. Gluten-free, healthy recipes in here. Then Thai curry noodle pot. Complaint 1. A lot of her Mexican recipes, and there are a fair amount of here, lack any spice whatsoever. No spice, no character, no originality to them at all. That's complaint number 1. Moving on to the tea. We have chai tea, vegan and gluten-free, and ginger and lemon tea, also gluten-free. The chai tea serves 4, and the ginger and lemon tea serves 1. If they're gluten-free, they had better taste good, because what good is it if they're healthy if they don't taste good? Now we move on to soups. This is a classic black bean soup. That's another Mexican specialty, and according to food bloggers and cookbook reviewers, lacked any character and originality whatsoever, although it is gluten-free. So, if it tastes basic, there's no way anyone should make it. But it is under 30 minutes. This is something called congee, a Chinese rice porridge traditionally eaten for breakfast, but we think it also makes a perfect lazy dinner. If it's too thick, loosen it up with a little water or stock until it reaches your preferred consistency. If it's too thin, simply cook it a bit longer. We like to have it the texture of a thick soup. Gluten-free. Plenty of gluten-free recipes in here, so that should be a bonus for those who are into that kind of diet. This is a chicken and zucchini noodle pho. If the Mexican recipes lack any character whatsoever, I shudder to think what may be lacking in her Vietnamese options. Gluten-free, under 30 minutes, serves 2. I developed this recipe for a Goop story we did, highlighting our then new and still favorite kitchen tool, the spiralizer. Complaint number 2. If by easy you mean you have to break out some equipment you might otherwise not already own in your home, like a spiralizer for this and a recipe for zucchini noodles, then you have to clean it along with the other equipment that the recipes in this book call for. Who thinks that's easy? GP was dubious at first. By the way, Gwyneth Paltrow and Thea Barman take alternating turns introducing the recipes in here. Pho without rice noodles sounds kind of like a bummer. But when she downed a whole bowl and asked if there was any more, I knew we had a winner. Feel free to use leftover shredded chicken or skip it altogether, but don't forget to infuse the stock with ginger, garlic, and cilantro for great depth of flavor. Okay, that looks good, and the ingredients here, they're not that hard to find. To my, I guess you could find at your local Whole Foods store. And that leads me to my next complaint. There's a recipe here for an acai bowl. Bowl foods are very popular nowadays. It's kind of like the trend in Hollywood, and it's being picked up all across America, from small towns to metropolitan cities. For this acai bowl, however, which I'm not going to feature, it calls for specialty ingredients that you might not otherwise find in your pantry or fridge, and you certainly won't find in your country or grocery store. You might have to tap into your PayPal account or credit card to go shopping at an online specialty store for those ingredients. Do you think that's going to be easy on your wallet? Anyway, on to ramen, the classic cure what ails you food for the exotic type. A good bowl of ramen is a beautiful thing, and I've been lucky enough to have many over the years. On a recent trip to New York, I had a particularly mind-blowing bowl at Ramen Lab and came back to LA raving about it. Realizing that ramen would be a great addition to this book, Thea and I set to work developing some quick and easy recipes inspired by some of our favorite shops. These can all be made in 30 minutes or less, except for the pork belly, which takes some time, but it's totally worth it. But tastes like you've been slaving for hours. Next complaint, under 30 minutes? No. Preparing separate components takes more time or less time, which adds to the time. Do you think that's going to be easy? Well, depending on how complex the recipe is to make and how complicated it's going to be to assemble, prep, and cook, and have rest before you can eat it. And finally, just for the heck of it, vegan chocolate mousse. Even the ice cream eating, milk chocolate loving men in our lives, that would be formerly Chris Martin for Gwyneth, now Brad Falchuk, co-creator of Glee, American Horror Story, Scream Queens, what have you. One of the kings of Fox television. The chocolate-loving men in our lives agree that this super sneaky, healthy recipe is bomb. Especially with a dollop of cashew cream and some flaky sea salt to finish. Cashew cream, who's going to find cashew cream? Who's going to make it themselves? Is that going to be easy? We find that the flavor improves with time, so make it at least 1 hour, and preferably a day before you want to serve it. Vegan, gluten-free, no refined sugar. This calls for almond butter, cashew cream, and 1/4 cup raw cacao or unsweetened Dutch processed cocoa powder. Raw cacao simply means vegan chocolate. And by all means, avoid that like the vegan Black Plague. That is horrible. When I sat down to start this book, I had been polling my friends and colleagues on what sort of cookbook they were looking for. My friends said that they want to make good food quickly and easily, but what are they really saying? I bet they're not saying what I'm about to say to you, Gwyneth. That my viewers could do a whole lot better, but not much worse than this. And given the fact that you're an Academy Award, Golden Globe, and Primetime Emmy Award winner who should devote more time in the kitchen, or just as much time in the kitchen, as you do in your acting career, this is a pathetic cookbook. But not so pathetic that it deserves the low score of 0, or below 3. So respectable, if mediocre, 3 out of 5 for It's All Easy. I don't even want to think about buying the other 2 cookbooks, unless they're 50% off their sticker prices at Unique. Good try, Gwyneth, but not all easy and not all spectacular. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the flip side.